What's up, you nerds? What's up, you nerds? As you can see, I've got Invisalign. I got these invisible braces about 1 month ago, and I thought I would make a vlog talking about my whole experience. I'm going to cover why I got Invisalign, where I got Invisalign, what type of doctor I went to get it, the details of my treatment, how long it's going to take, what exactly the orthodontist is doing, some of my initial observations from the first week and the first days, and then finally just some of my overall thoughts and impressions. So first, why I got Invisalign. So growing up, I never had braces as a kid, and I was never too self-conscious of my teeth. My top teeth aren't super crooked, but my bottom teeth are pretty crowded, but it's never really bothered me that much, and now I'm in my 30s, I'm married, I don't really have anybody to impress. I thought I'd go through life just fine with my slightly crooked teeth and not really care about it. That is until last December, my TMJ disorder got a lot worse. TMJ is temporomandibular joint. It's the joint where your jaw connects to your skull, and it's kind of like a ball and socket joint. And for almost a decade now, my joint has clicked and popped when I open my jaw in a certain way, but in December it got a lot worse. Basically, as I would open my jaw, it would catch, and then it would pop really loud, and I have really uncomfortable. It didn't hurt yet, but it got really annoying, and it would pop. And when I would eat, I would not be able to open my jaw fully until it popped, all on this one side. You can read a lot about TMJ or TMJ disorder or TMD, and people have all different types. Some is pain, some is popping, but mine, the popping got a lot worse, and I did a lot of research online and talked to my orthodontist, who I went in for a consultation, and he says that can be caused by an overbite. So apparently, my upper teeth overlap my lower teeth a lot more than most people should. Most people's teeth point out a little bit and are more like this, but mine curve in, which pushes my lower jaw backwards. So whenever I'm in a clenching position, my lower jaw is pushed farther back than it should be, which causes stress on my TMJ and causes wear on my bottom teeth as they're constantly grinding every time I'm chewing or clenching. So since my TMJ disorder got a lot worse, I thought I'd go see an orthodontist. I got the orthodontist recommendation from my dentist, and I also did a lot of research online that apparently you can get Invisalign from not only orthodontists, but you can get it from dentists also. Now, I thought I want to go to an expert. An orthodontist is someone whose full-time job is researching how to move teeth. Dentists don't have any schooling in that. So in my mind, I was like, I'm going to go to an orthodontist. I went to a local guy who was recommended by my dentist and who's also rated VIP Platinum Plus by Invisalign. So Invisalign has a whole ranking for all Invisalign providers, and it's based on the number of Invisalign treatments that they've done. So this ranking means this guy's done 10,000 Invisalign treatments, so he's very experienced in Invisalign. So let me tell you about the details of my treatment. What is the plan for my teeth that my orthodontist and Invisalign have developed? I can actually show you the ClinCheck. This is a video of the step-by-step motions that my teeth are going to go through. They take the starting position of my teeth, the ending position where they want my teeth to be, and they increment through, in my case, 36 tiny little incremental changes that they want my teeth to go through. And what they do is they make a custom set of these plastic aligners for each week for every one of those changes. So each set of plastic aligners is slightly different from the next. And I wear one for 1 week, and my teeth adjust to it slightly. Then I take them out, put the next one in for the next week, and my teeth adjust slightly more. And you change out your trays every week, and it slowly brings your teeth along all these increments to the final position. In order to accomplish these changes with these little plastic trays, the plastic has to pit your teeth against each other. If it wants to move some teeth out, it has to move them relative to some other teeth. To help the trays have places to grab onto your teeth, they put these little attachments on your teeth. They're almost like little buttons that are cemented to my teeth. And I actually have 18 of these, 10 on the top, 8 on the bottom. One of my teeth on my top actually has 2 attachments, I guess so they can do some twisting or something. Again, it gives a place for the plastic to apply force and torque to my teeth. Now, when I have my trays out, these little buttons are really annoying. They rub against my gums, but luckily I have the trays in almost all the time. So once I decided to move forward with my treatment after my initial consultation with the orthodontist, I come back in where I pay for the treatment and I get a scan of my mouth. So this is where they actually took a camera, moved it around my mouth very slowly, and built a 3D model of my teeth. And this is what the orthodontist and Invisalign base their treatment plan on. Speaking of paying, I want to tell you how much it cost me. So the total price for my Invisalign treatment, which includes the 36 trays, the 36-week treatment that's initially prescribed, plus any follow-up trays if they need to do any refinements at the end, plus a permanent retainer after the treatment's done that I'll wear at night. This all cost $5,500. Now, I got a discount. I got $300 off by paying all of it up front. So that brought it down to $5,200, and then my insurance paid for $2,000 of it. So the final cash out of my pocket was $3,200. I hope it's worth it, and so far I don't have any regrets. So after the scans of my teeth were taken, my orthodontist and the Invisalign company, they do all their work, plot out exactly what trays they need to make, and then Invisalign actually 3D prints the trays. So it took like a month between the time I got my scan before the time I went back for my final appointment to actually receive my trays and start my treatment. And on that day, they cemented all the attachments onto my teeth, which was kind of uncomfortable, but no worse than any other dental procedure. So I got that done on a Monday morning actually at like 8 a.m. So I go into the orthodontist, I get all of the attachments put on my teeth, gives me my first set of trays, and I slip them on my teeth. Sorry if I slobber. Ow. And then I had to go to work. So it was a little rough going right to work with all this brand new stuff in my mouth. I have some meetings and stuff. I kind of work in an office environment. So I have a slight lisp now. It was definitely even worse that first day, but not overall too bad. And the pain wasn't ridiculous. Like, they were definitely uncomfortable and they feel in constant stress or pressure, but it wasn't like horribly uncomfortable pain. In fact, the pain was probably actually worse on the second day and third day. By that time, my teeth have been held in a new position for a long time and they start to get really sensitive. And if you bump them, they hurt really bad. Now, you take your trays out whenever you want to eat. And on those first 3 days of a new tray, they're very sensitive when you eat. I honestly prefer to eat soft food. Trying to like eat into a steak or beef jerky would be really painful and almost impossible the first 3 days of a new tray. It definitely hurts to take the trays out and put them back in. They fit very snugly against your teeth, and they're trying to move your teeth into a new position, so they almost don't fit very well at first. So it's kind of painful, and it pulls and hurts. I always reach to the back of the tray and get my fingernail under the very edge of the back and kind of pull it down around the rest of my mouth. Another really weird thing that happened in the first couple weeks, I dreamed about my teeth all the time. I was either dreaming about Invisalign, dreaming that my teeth were falling out, which is a very strange thing, but that stopped after about 2 weeks. So on to some more overall impressions about Invisalign so far. First of all, it was slight, although it's painful, I had worked myself up for it to be absolutely miserable. So maybe that was actually a good strategy, because now that I'm in it, yes, it's annoying, yes, it's uncomfortable, yes, my teeth are sensitive, yes, it hurts to eat my first few days, but it's not horribly debilitating pain, so I guess that's a good thing. Second of all, I was more nervous about the attachments. I knew I was going to get a lot of attachments, and I thought that the bumps were going to look really ugly. People would be like staring at my teeth whenever they look at me, and from what I've said, a lot of people don't even notice that I have them in when I'm talking regularly, and overall, I'm not unhappy with the aesthetics of how they look while I'm going about my life, especially knowing that for the long run, it's going to make things much better. One thing that's weird, it's not like over the course of 7 days of wearing a tray, your teeth gradually get less and less painful. It's almost like they hurt really bad the first 3 days, and then suddenly right around day 3 or 4, it's like your teeth just get used to their new position, and then it's smooth sailing for the last 4 days of the week. And I've noticed that now being on my 4th set of trays, it seems to have been consistent with all 4 so far, all 4 weeks. So I'm supposed to wear my trays at least 20 hours a day. And I'm actually really strict about that. I aim for actually 22 hours a day. If I'm going into this spending so much money and so much discomfort, I want to do it right. So basically, I've actually stopped eating breakfast. I don't think that's a bad thing. I'm kind of into intermittent fasting anyways. So typically, I'll take them out around 11 a.m., eat lunch between 11 and 12, brush my teeth, clean my trays by scrubbing them with my toothbrush, pop them back in. Then around dinner time, around 5:30 or 6, I'll take them out again, eat dinner for 1 hour, brush my teeth, floss my teeth, clean my trays, stick them back in. Then I'll wear them overnight, all the way until lunch the next day. Normally I'm a coffee drinker, so this has mean that I've had to stop my coffee habit. In fact, lately I've been drinking coffee with lunch while I have my trays out anyways. I also have caffeine pills, so I will take a caffeine pill and drink water in the morning if I really need an energy boost. Basically, you're not supposed to eat or drink anything with your trays in for 2 reasons. One, they're fit so snugly against your teeth. If you drink or eat anything with sugar in them, they trap the sugar right against your teeth, which is great for bacteria and horrible for your teeth. Second of all, a lot of things that you can eat or drink will stain your trays, which will just make them a little bit ugly, and as the week goes on, they'll start to get discolored. So I've really been pretty strict about that, basically only drinking plain water and sparkling water early in the week. I decided to change my trays each week on Sunday night. So I'm wearing a new set of trays on Monday morning, Tuesday, and Wednesday. But the one thing that's good for me is on the weekend, it's a set of trays that I'm going to throw out on Sunday night. So I don't actually really care if they get a little bit stained on Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday, because I'm going to have a new set by the time I go to work on Monday. So the good thing is, I don't mind if I get a little bit of discoloration from drinking the light beer, glass of whiskey. So far, I haven't noticed any really bad discoloration, and I only save those cheat drinks for the weekend. So other crazy things I noticed, within 2 weeks, it was noticeably easier to floss my teeth. So the crowding on my bottom teeth was loosening up, especially on my top teeth, my front 2 teeth. By 3 weeks, I've noticed a visible gap between my top 2 teeth because all my teeth are spreading out, my arches are widening. Oh, that's another crazy thing. Sometimes the orthodontist in the plan for your teeth has them moving out in one direction to make room for other teeth to move into another direction, and then these teeth will move back. So don't get upset if the intermediate stages in your treatment, your teeth look funny or a gap appears in your teeth. That's totally expected. It's really pretty amazing in my mind that these little plastic things can move your teeth and even expand your arches. That's what really blows my mind, that my arches can actually widen because of these little plastic things. Crazy. But most important of all, and most mind-blowing of all, is my TMJ disorder stopped after 1 week. All right, it didn't stop, but the real loud catching and popping was gone within a week. Now, I think part of what made that happen is because of this plastic in my teeth. As I go through the day, I don't clench my jaw down. I'm not just walking around with my jaw clenched and thus my lower jaw pushed back. Instead, as I'm going throughout my day, working at my desk, my teeth are just lightly touching. I walk around like that without clenching my jaw, and I think that allowed my lower jaw to come forward and really recover over the course of a week, and I don't have the loud popping anymore after 1 week. Mind blown. I totally expected I would have to get most of the way through the treatment, have my teeth actually change position to fix my TMJ disorder. But what we found is that just by having these in, giving my teeth a different resting location has already solved a big part of my TMJ. So that alone has made this worth it, and I can't wait to share with you guys after the treatment's all the way over how my new smile looks, and hopefully the fact that my TMJ will be completely fixed. I really hope this was useful. I know it was a little long, but I wanted to really give you all the thoughts about Invisalign after 1 month of wearing it. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments, and I will be around to answer them.